Nate Bud, C-Mac, shout out my loc, Spider Loc, cuz. Nate Bud, on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Craig.
Nate Bud, Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loc. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Because you'll reciprocate that energy more than not, but not always. We're taught that in heaven, that's the only energy that's gonna be present or should be present. So I know it's not a guarantee that when you're kind, it's gonna be reciprocated. That's why I can't really tap in and just co-sign the second half of that statement. But since dauntless was the word of the day, we might as well get right into the Mr. Criminal conversation. I see a lot of people, the majority of people that I see question anything, I see them question why I made it public. The reason why I made it public is because in the midst of him being in his feelings in my DM, he was threatening to go public and be disrespectful toward me, without cause, I might ask. I have not disrespected him, his people, in any way, form, or fashion. And this is a person I've had almost a 20-year relationship with. We've never had a hitch, a glitch. We've had awkward conversations, even about business, money, where, like I shared, I was in interest of receiving funds, and he was not in interest of releasing them. And we still came to a understanding as men and moved forward. Never had any type of bad blood. In the wake of all this, I get a DM from one of my old SA partners, my boy Sell Music. Shout out to Sell Music. And he hit me with such a general message in my DM. I'm like, I know he hitting me because of the shit that's in the air. But he just like, what up, my boy? I'm like, what up with you? What it do? We go through that regular shit, and then somewhere in the midst of the message, he come out of nowhere like criminal on some bullshit. I hit him. I said, I knew that's what made you tap in, right? And on top of him, it's just been a multitude of numbers and numbers of people showing support from the south side and showing complete understanding and complete disgust, disdain, and a lack of respect for the way Criminal expressed himself. And on my mama, had he just, like my boy Seven, we went through the DM, a few messages, we got on the phone, we chopped it up. I believe the relationship that me and Mr. Criminal have had through the years, that if he had any type of interest in what I said, all he had to do was get in my DM, leave his number, hit me up, my boy. And we could have had a conversation, you know, like we've done so many times through the years. But the fact, let's just listen to how this developed, man. I'm listening to this dude, man. There's certain things that you say you can't take back. And I don't want nobody to think I'm upset with Mr. Criminal. I'm not going to even expose, or I haven't exposed the extension of our conversation, because to be honest with you, it came to a resolution. I told him I ain't tripping. He ain't tripping. He invited me to his platform, even agreed to pay me. And I just declined to communicate with him any further, because when you go this far off course for no reason, in the process, what typically happens, you tend to speak some truths that you probably weren't intending to speak. And I released it also so that, you know, a lot of my people that he might politic with, deal with, can know what he really think on the inside of his heart. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit was on my mind. I'm sitting on the platform having a cordial conversation with a comrade, a Southsider. and we're having a very can you imagine him asking me, yo, bro, why you don't think it's more essays in the NBA? And me saying, damn, it's probably because they not that tall. How is that offensive? It's just like Mexicans don't eat cheese on their tacos, typically. How us as blacks, who include cheese on every taco, gonna tell them anything about how the way they eat their tacos? Like, a man asked me a question about why I think something hasn't been taking a place in the culture. And if you tell me why you think it hasn't, why do you think that the OG essays listen to black oldies, but the blacks don't listen to the essay love music? Because of the language barrier, bro. Oh, mama, what else is it gonna be? People be in their feelings. I don't think he realized we was Mr. Facts Over Feelings over here. This was the Facts Over Feelings zone. Oh, mama. I fucked up and uploaded the version that I had uploaded to YouTube, so I got the little intro on it. I'm gonna try to skip through it real quick. Hold on.
All that.
Dog, I'm fucking over here dying, Holmes. I'm watching your interview with Haters World, fucking laughing my ass off. Mastering the English language, that's literally your answer to that shit?
On my mama, he couldn't even say English right while he's trying to take offense with me discussing the general, language barrier. Look how he said English.
Watching your interview with Haters World, fucking laughing my ass off. Mastering the English language, that's literally your answer to that shit? My boy. Hey, homie, I want to invite you to my podcast so we can talk about it. Come on, homie.
Even that right there, homie. He and I have a relationship that would have been okay. That should have been it, bro. But no, as you get further into your feelings, look how you start putting your foot in your mouth, all the way down your throat until you're tasting toes. Pay attention.
How the fuck? So we shouldn't get paid from black artists because we don't master the English language? Now, you know you done fucked up, don't you, right?
The question wasn't even about getting paid. It was just about featuring. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, Loke. Show some more respect to the homies in that. And how the fuck you signed this 50 Cent G-Unit and I sold more records than you, my boy? Let's keep it in a thou wow all the way. It's all love and respect, my boy, but now you talking some shit that I gotta, now you putting me in a position where I'm gonna have to speak on it.
There he go. He speak. Look, I'm sitting down. Y'all just picture the setting. I'm sitting down having a conversation based on an invitation with a Southsider. When I got there, I'm in the compound. Everybody there is a Southsider. I'm the guest. And here he is. He got to speak across all the Southsiders. And he's been put in a position. And I can't help but notice that in the comments, everybody saying he's not even Rasa. I don't know what that means, why they say that, but everybody keeps saying that in the comments. I don't know.
So why don't you pull up to the show so we could talk about it respectfully?
That's cool. That would have been beautiful right there, criminal. That's man energy still. Even though I could tell you a tad bit bothered, that still was masculine, man, respectful energy. You even chose to use the word respectfully, but then you allowed yourself to get disrespectful. Let me point it out. How much you got for me to come to the show? Let's talk numbers.
Nah, you got me fucked up, homie. I ain't talking about paying shit. I'm talking about respect, my boy. I feel disrespected now, Holmes. We'll leave it at that.
This is an individual who has paid me to work with him in the past. He's paid me to arrange meetings for him. He's called me. Remember, he was just shitting on, I ain't shit, he sell more than me, wop. However, after he paid me to work with him, and then after he paid me to arrange a meeting for him, all out of respect, Years later, after he's become this guy that outsold me and all this, guess what he asked me to do? Work with him again. So if your logic with working with me in the first place was business and you felt like I had a status and that's the only reason you wanted to work with me and you was willing to pay, well, what the did you reach out to work with me for the second time? I'm on the grimy record. I'm confused. Remember, I'm the biggest flop. Why you reaching out to a flop? But all right, let's continue. Maybe you shouldn't be in your feelings. I don't give a fuck how you feel.
Solid, then let's leave it like that, homies. Because I don't give a fuck about how you feel either, homie. And I feel disrespected about the way you fucking talking about the homies, so we'll just leave it like that, homies. Stay off my shit.
He said he don't give a fuck what I feel. Leave it at that. I'm fine with that, but watch how far he continues to go. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. I don't be on your shit, you on my shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Talking about your feelings. All right.
You don't give a fuck, but you talking about me, my boy. So we're gonna leave it like that. And then when I speak about you and how much of a flop you were on the West Coast and how you fucking were the biggest flop on G Unit and 50 Cent's label, and how you ain't did shit after everything you did in your career, and you still can't sell a motherfucking record, then we'll talk.
But like I say, he was still reaching out to collab. Long after the 50 Cent situation. You and your feelings, criminal. Shame on you. You was a big old grown man with kids. And you emotional right now. What they say in battle rap, look at him. He mad right now. You mad? You mad? I don't give a fuck. You still leaving messages. Go say what you want to say. That shit don't bother me, nigga. You got me misunderstood. Go to the internet and cry like you claiming you gonna do it. Tough guy.
Hey, homie. Let's just leave it at this, dog. You leaving 15-second voicemails back and forth, homie. Let's just...
Now he trying to talk cool like the voicemails is corny, like this is not his idea. Like he didn't start off leaving 15-second voicemails. He's so discombobulated right now. He done got his emotions done got him confused. He done let his feelings get him way off balance. He's saying all type of shit. You know what happens when you become you get your whole gangster persona in a rap booth? You get so used to talking into that microphone and getting received and believed to be that guy. This dude feels like he doing some tough shit because he's recording himself. Like that's his whole, like that shit. How the fuck do we think a nigga gonna care about you being in my DM yip yapping? Give a fuck about none of that. That shit don't move me. That shit is content. That shit is cute. Cute at best. On my mama, I got no respect for nobody to get in a DM talking tough, aggressive, angry, emotional, any of that. That shit ain't cool, never, nowhere. It's corny.
Leave it at that, dog. Fuck the internet, fuck DMs, homies. You know what it is.
It was fuck the internet and fuck DMs when you got in the motherfucker in the first place. You just now figured that after you done poured your whole soul. Now y'all heard him say all that. Then he came back for a round two. Check this cat out, man. Remember, he done with the DMs, man. He's finished. And y'all can read the screen. I've been trying to appeal to him, but his feelings got him out of control.
Look, Holmes, it's not slow down when it's being messages saying that we don't know how to speak English, my boy. I don't know about you. That's like if we're saying something about you and disrespecting you and your culture, my boy. That's a little deeper. So if you could understand my frustration in this, homie,
No, I absolutely cannot understand nor am I concerned with your frustration. That's something you're going to have to work out on your own, sir.
you know me, my boy. Me and you know each other back ends off the scenes. Ain't no breaking it down on my end. Ain't no breaking it down on your end. We could definitely fucking clash, bump heads, spill blood, all that shit.
Man. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Oh, my mama, he got to talking all that shit about how he's this big artist, so way more than me. I'm not doubting none of them facts. But on my mama, dead homies, daughters, lokes, loved ones, everything I love and live for. Nobody in my circle has any idea who Cuz is. They don't know. None of my homies don't know him, don't know one line, one song, none of that. On my mama.
Me and you know each other back ends off the scenes. Ain't no breaking it down on my end. Ain't no breaking it down on your end. We could definitely fucking clash.
Me and this dude has been in the studio together one time. Then he came and met me so I could introduce him to Shot Money. Other than that, the other record we did was on email. I don't know how I'm supposed to have all this knowledge about behind the scenes, what he's capable of doing, willing to do. I've never seen him do nothing. We was in the studio one time. That's it. I don't know where I'm supposed to have gathered all this knowledge about him. He trying to give me the perception that I know we can do this because of what I know about him. All I know is that he had a little paper and he would invite me to the studio to do business, and then he wanted to have a meeting with 50, and I pulled off a meeting with Shot Money for him. That's all I know. All my mama, dead homies and daughters, cause that's all I know. I don't know why he assumes I'm supposed to have all this foreknowledge about his willingness to get actively violent. I'm clueless to that. Oh, my mama.
The back ends off the scenes. Ain't no breaking it down on my end. Ain't no breaking it down on your end. We could definitely fucking clash.
What is it about me that he assumes it ain't no breaking it down on my end? I guess he's seen it in my eyes or something. Because I ain't never claimed to, I ain't never told him that. He's projecting. So I guess he trying to claim the same thing he see me pumping himself up. I don't know.
The back ends off the scenes. Ain't no breaking it down on my end. Ain't no breaking it down on your end. We could definitely fucking clash, bump heads, spill blood, all that shit. That ain't nothing. That's what we do. That's what the fuck our tribe's been doing for thousands of years. That ain't nada. But I'm talking about showing motherfucking respect. And publicly, that wasn't it. Now, I respect the message you're sending right now, but that needs to be said publicly, huh? We need to address this publicly. That's why.
That's another reason why it's public now. He made an appeal that it need to be public. So I want the whole everything to be public. Not half of it, not part of it. The whole heart of it. From the end to the start of it. Oh, my mama.
I'm saying, and when I get at you talking about it, you come back talk about, let's talk a motherfucking price. That feels double disrespectful, Holmes.
So did you accept double disrespect when you paid me the first time? And then when you paid me for the meeting, you appreciated being disrespected? Then when did payment in business become disrespectful? It's disrespectful to ask a man to do anything that's going to cause him to exert time and energy and not compensate him. That's disrespect. Maybe once again, it's a lack of your grasp on the English language that has these concepts confused for you, sir. You don't even know what disrespect is. It's respectful to compensate a man for anything he does upon your request. I'm not your friend. I've already done you one favor by not charging you for the second verse. You confused. You're disrespectful. And then, you eventually said you're going to pay me. So, did you just turn into being a bitch? Because you just claimed that me requesting payment, you said I ain't no kind of bitch. So now when you told me, I got the message where you said you'll pay me. Are you saying you a bitch now? I'm just confused, homie.
But that needs to be said publicly, huh? We need to address this publicly. That's what I'm saying. And when I get at you talking about it, you come back talk about, let's talk a motherfucking price. That feels double disrespectful, Holmes. What am I, a fucking bitch? Ain't no hoes over here, homie.
So when you paid me the first time, you was a bitch and a hoe. So you graduated from that now. I'm just following what you said, according to the English language, homie. I got you. You ain't a bitch no more. You was a bitch back then when you broke bread. So breaking bread now will make you a bitch. Imagine that.
That's the problem, Holmes. Blacks think Browns gotta fucking bow down to you, Vatos. That's not the way it is. You know what it really is out here. Come on. I don't want to have to go there, now. This ain't.
So this is another reason why it's public. I want all the blacks that might bump in him bump into him when he all humble and respectful. This what he really thinking, my nigga. Fuck you mean we know what it is out here right after you saying we assume you gotta bow down. You got all kind of personal issues that you might pop off at a time bomb on a nigga that you feel like you get an easy win on. He might not see it coming, homie. You tripping. Fuck you mean. This is the only time shit's starting to get racial. You letting shit know what you talking about, homie. So you saying, assuming, according to you, blacks say Mexicans gotta bow down. When and where, homie? Where you drawing this from? And then you gonna tell me to challenge me like I really know what it is out here. To me, it sounds like you saying the opposite is true. Correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like you saying, oh, blacks act like Mexicans gotta bow down, but you really know how it is out here like y'all bow down. Is that what you insinuating, homie? I ain't never bow down to no man. Nan never, no, nan not one time. Me or none of mine. Respectfully, do your research on me and my homies and the class with the Southsiders, homie. We just as men after 20 years came to the table and buried a hatchet when you want to talk about bloodshed and war across the racial line. That shit just is, it's historically done on the map. And you talking about some, I don't know what you talking about how it go out here. I don't even know where you from, homie. I have no idea. I'm from where the Pirus and the Crips war with the FACTZ. In Compton, it happens a lot through the years. I don't know what you referring to about bowing down.
That feels double disrespectful, homes. What am I, fucking bitch? Ain't no hoes over here, homie. That's the problem, homes. Blacks think browns gotta fucking bow down to you, Vatos. That's not the way it is. You know what it really is out here. Come on. I don't want to have to go there now. This ain't entertainment, homie. We're talking gangster shit now.
To imagine you ever talk gangster shit into a recorder. He's confused, bro. Feelings will have you way out there, bro. Gangster shit. I don't even know nothing about no gangster shit. I don't even do gangster music. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You don't record gangster shit, bro. That ain't what you do. Oh, my God.
You know what it really is out here. Come on. I don't want to have to go there now. This ain't entertainment, homie. We're talking gangster shit now.
On my mama, I am thoroughly, extremely entertained. And you went there. You already went there, homie. Too late.
Yeah. We pay you guys in the industry, homie. Right? Come on, homes.
He all in his feelings. Like it's 100 different ways that they are traditionally paying us. You go open up a taco stand and see how many Mexicans gonna be lined up to get your tacos, homie. Go see. In our community, as a matter of fact, you know how hard it is to walk out your door and go spend $1 with anybody that look like you anywhere? You used to at least walk out and go buy some weed from a nigga, but since that went legal, that's even difficult. We're very, 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 very accustomed to spending our money with others in areas where they specialize without being offended. But here he is in his feelings because of, do you know, and it's no disrespect, but when it's time for almost every business transaction to be done around here, then we need something handled. Guess who we call? We call somebody of a Spanish descent, bro, with no problem, and break bread. Don't make us no bitches, because y'all got a lot of corners covered when it comes to time to transact business. People that specialize in a whole lot of shit that need to get done is your people. Why you so offended? Because we have a niche, a pocket that we welcome y'all in. Since the OG essays, they've been listening to black oldies, listening to black music. It's not a problem. It's never been a problem that we have something that y'all appreciate. Get out your feelings, homie. How many essay singers were singing like the stylistics and the dramatics and got offended because the R&B rappers, singers wasn't collabing with them? You sound silly as fuck. We've gone way beyond. We've gone from past that. We are collabing. I got SA rappers I've been rapping with for years, nigga.
Facts are this, homie. Respect needs to be shown. And when disrespect is shown, that's when feeling comes behind it. You know what it is, Holmes. You ain't new to this, homie. You know what it is. From behind the fucking bars to the streets, Holmes. When people feel disrespected, that comes with feeling. Then you move with action, homie. And that's facts.
And to keep it a Google %, nigga, I personally, my actual Mexican homeboys tease their language all the time. To be honest with you, shout out to Blue Devil in the hater world. You know, this is more of a listening experience than a visual experience. And I'm a subscriber to his channel, and I keep up with it, been keeping up with it. One of the main things that I appreciated was the way he say video. That shit just, I liked that. In other words, he can go ask him right now, always be in his comments clowning him about certain shit he ain't say quite right. I go in there and say, I know what you was trying to say. No offense, bro. Weird as fuck, man. He ready. He even took it to prison and all that. It's crazy to me. I wonder how much time he did in prison, cuz.
No, you don't do gangster talk in the DM. I don't know nothing about that. You really got it confused. What is it out here? What is you saying? I don't know what it is out here, fool. What you mean, nigga? Everywhere I go, I push my line as an individual with my niggas. Ain't nobody never pushed a line on me and mine.
Go ahead, keep running off your feelings. Like I said, I stand on everything I said. I explain myself to the best of my ability. If you feel offended, that's on you. I can't control your feelings.
Snake that person. Big shout out to my nigga.
Somebody in the chat, his name is Spider Locust, the racist, said, that's facts. The first Cowboys was made by Spanish and natives. I don't give a fuck. We not talking about no cowboys and all that. No, if you don't go somewhere with that, to the hip hop, hip to the hip hop, hip to the bang bang boogie, to up jump through. My whole thing is, guess what? He asked me a question about why I think it hasn't transpired to a large degree, and the way I know, it ain't no hate, no lack of love. I'm trying to logically think why it doesn't take place. I wish I could say we like other races and say, oh, it doesn't take place because this is something we've kept preserved for ourselves to feed and build for ourselves as a people, similar to how you would not get one of these Asian ladies to work for you. You could open up the state-of-art nail salon with all the bells and whistles. You can pay her 3 times more than she gonna get over there with her people. She's not gonna come work for you. And you're not gonna get hired over there. And perhaps we should be gatekeepers of hip-hop in a similar fashion. On my mama. But for someone to show offense, for me to try to attach a logical reason why we've seen a lack of collab when we come to a subject matter where it's all about expressing yourself verbally in a specific language. We don't see an over onslaught of reggae and hip-hop collabs, although we've seen a larger number because those cultures are closely related. To combine such clashing cultures when it comes to sound and general language is a far more difficult feat, and it's perhaps why it's not been a readily thing when we create a sound through the years. Typically for a certain environment and a certain mind frame, that sound doesn't naturally just fuse into it. It's not what the artist imagined, and this artistry just happens to be culturally and initially ours, regardless of what the debate has been. You digitalize. It's on my mama.
Snake that person. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.